What's up, y'all? My name is Jeffery Metro, coming to you from the ultimate remote location. After attending the Pittsburgh Steelers Cleveland Browns game at Cleveland Stadium, row 2 50-yard line on the aisle. And not only that, I had like the 3 or 4 seats to the left of me empty. So I had lots of room to roam. It was a good game. I dressed appropriately. I hope that Omar Khan, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Art Rooney, the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, or Dan Rooney or Art, one of those Rooneys, I hope that the general manager and ownership, the top echelons of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, are at least having the discussion or had the discussion about replacing Tomlin. Now, if they decide that Tomlin can stay, that's cool. Even if they could have Tomlin in the conversation, Tomlin can almost even be in the conversations. I got no problem with that. But long as it's being discussed, because I think major changes need to happen. Tomlin is a good coach, been there for 17 years. He's a good coach. Now, is he a good football coach? That's two different things. I think of him more like a preacher. You know, he's inspiring. He knows the right words to say. You know, he gets you motivated and keep you on the right track. But if you really listen to a preacher, there's not a lot of specifics, not a lot of scientific do this, do that. It's just don't do this. There's no, and when you listen to Tomlin's press conferences, I mean, I can listen to the man talk for hours. And every time he says something, it's deeply meaningful, even if it's on the most benign of subjects, kind of like George Clinton. I can listen to both of them black men talk all day. Well, there's some white men I can talk and listen to all day. Jordan Peterson is another one, but I don't want to go down that route. They just blind you. I can listen to Sam Harris, but in a different way. So it wasn't a racial thing. But when you hear Mike Tomlin's press conferences, you don't hear strategy. You hear overall well-being of human beings. You hear overall concepts. You don't hear any strategy. Like, oh, we need to be in cover 2 because they went into blah, 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 blah. You never hear that. He talks in inspirational, high motivation, not motivation, but more wholesome, higher human, you know, in the bigger picture. And not in the, I want an AK. That coach from Miami, I want one of them. You see that coach from Miami? Google Miami head coach. With the glasses, looking all nerdy. And another thing, Tomlin don't never be having anything in his hand. Tomlin, every coach you see is carrying a chart or something. I mean, I ain't saying maybe he's smart enough to remember everything. I doubt it. You see what Andy Reid be carrying like a library with him. And they got some of the most beautiful offense, and they got the offense I want. They got the offense I want. Because you'll say, well, Andy Reid is the offensive coach. Okay, well, maybe that's what Pittsburgh needs. Maybe that's what Pittsburgh needs. Because on the sideline yesterday, you see Tomlin talking to the defense, giving them that, you know, he's probably good at that. In fact, I know he's good at that. I'll even go as far as to say he's probably the best, maybe the best at that at this point, as far as the respect go and the way he treats his players and all that. But we need strategy. We need tactics. We need discipline. There was some just disciplinary issues on the team yesterday. I mean, people need to be pushed. They need to be challenged. You know, he always talk about don't live in your fears. The standard is standard. But that's not the way it came down yesterday. That's not the way this team is playing. And I think for the changes that need to be made, I've been saying this for a long time. And I was saying that the offense needs to get more sophisticated. It needs to get more cerebral. It needs to get more complex. And You just can't be the Pittsburgh Steelers bigger than everybody and running over everybody anymore. You just can't come out and let me. One of the podcasters or something said, maybe that physical style, that Pittsburgh physical style of football is over with. Not too many people in the league doing it anymore. You got Derrick Henry, big running back like that. You had Chubb in Cleveland doing it, but it's not too many people where they just get a big offensive line and just try to run you over. There's too many schemes, and this, and not only is there there's too many schemes on defense. Defense is becoming more sophisticated. Not only that, they can go out and get players just as big as yours now. They're abundant. And I think for the Pittsburgh Steelers to make that change, they need to start talking about it now for next year. Hey, look, so-and-so coach, start putting together a staff. You know, you come in, you bring in a staff, and one of the podcasts was saying yesterday, well, the offensive coordinator ain't gonna want to come in here and do everything Tomlin tell him and be stuck with Kenny Pickett. Offensive coordinator want to come in with his own quarterback. You know, ideally he would want to set the agenda and set, you know, everything so that he can have his way. And I mean his way in a, not a dictation, but authoritarian. I don't know what the word is, but he should be the leader. It should be like one way, his way, and everybody get on board with that. I'm looking, do I see a playground? I'm looking, I see like playground colors. Maybe somebody got a swing set in their backyard or something. Look like some kind of something back there. Maybe that's just somebody's backyard. It'd be cool. Is that? Yeah, that do look like somebody's backyard. Oh, okay. You know, we got a playground that close for granddaughter. Throw your shoes on, let's go. Let's go. You know, because you gotta keep her occupied. Well, I feel you gotta keep her occupied, and that's just a rough way of saying it. You don't have to do nothing, but you know, when I'm there, I feel like, you know, it's all curiosity, and I want to keep her occupied. Always learning since she's so, you know, wants to learn. But so it's I think it'll take a year. It could take a year to next year, you know, or maybe you got people out there with coaches. Maybe there's like a thing where, you know, so-and-so coaches out there, he got a staff ready. You got to make a few phone calls. Maybe you can grab this person from here, grab that person from there, build a staff, and come in and change the complexity of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. And that's hard to say because Pittsburgh, I think, is industrial, you know, blue collar, but we got to get more. We got to get smarter. We got to get more cerebral, more complex, more sophisticated. It's like every time Najee Harris was in the backfield, Cleveland knew what the play was. You know, the motions, and that's the same thing, the set, and then you got Kenny Pickett just not playing good football at all, to the point that where they're questioning if he ever get it, or if he ever can attain it, if he ever had it or can get it to be what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. And they're talking about just throwing like regular NFL passes. You know, just throwing regular NFL passes. Curry want to come outside. Curry want to come outside. I'm going to keep walking, Curry. I'm going to keep walking. Curry, I'm going to keep walking. And so, you got people, I mean, you just got to tighten it up. You got to get it more sophisticated. And maybe, like I said, somebody out there, but knowing Pittsburgh, they're going to probably give somebody like an Eric Bieniemy, some young minority, a chance instead of going out and getting that proven white man, somebody who has experience in the league, maybe because of discrimination. Maybe, and I'm not saying the discrimination is this or not. I'm saying maybe even if it was because of discrimination, that only white males have the experience to run a football team. I don't care. I want somebody who has experience. I don't want to experiment, you know. And Pittsburgh has been known to hire from within, to promote from within. So, it's coming up through the ranks, and you're limited in that way. You limit your possibilities and what's available to you if you do it that way. It's family, loyalty. Everybody say, they ain't gonna fire. They ain't gonna make no drastic changes in the middle of the season. That's just the way Pittsburgh is, no matter how bad it gets. And some people will say, it's no way in hell they're gonna fire Tomlin, no matter what he did. It's just certain things. This is tradition, and just, it's not gonna be no knee jerk. It's gonna be thought out, really slow, meticulous. But I was saying, something's got to change. In the defense, what happens is the offense gets the ball, and they're only on the field for like a minute, so the defense doesn't get rest. So the defense is like right back out there. I'm sitting there, and I'm seeing T.J. Watt and them come off the field exhausted. I'm seeing T.J. Watt, the first quarter, second quarter, you see it comes off. By fourth quarter, he's just walking like, you just see him just walking off the field. They are exhausted. And yesterday, Pittsburgh offense got the ball. It was a tie game. We got the ball at like the 48-yard. We got the ball like almost at midfield. With like a minute and 42 left to go to game. We need to go down and get a field goal and win it. Couldn't do it. I think they ran 3 plays. Look at that Steelers on the Reese. I think they ran 3 plays. And it took up 14 seconds. And the defense was right back on the field. I'm like, what is that about? And I'm like, and then of course Cleveland went down, and Cleveland went down, got the field goal, mainly because they could have been out schemed, number one. I mean, the defense, actually they said the defense went into a prevent. Instead of staying the aggressive way that they had been the whole game, they went into more of a prevent, and they were allowing those quick passes, 10, 12-yard passes, 13, 14, and then Cleveland worked their way down the field. Not only that, Cleveland's offense probably had a scheme to where that was a rookie quarterback. That was a rookie quarterback who started his second game who outplayed Pickett. Rookie quarterback starting his second game outplayed Kenny Pickett. And this is not the first time a rookie quarterback or somebody younger than Pickett has outplayed him. They was talking about like some guy named Tommy DeVito, some ex-pizza salesman or somebody picked up off a practice squad or something, has thrown twice as many touchdown passes in his first game than Kenny Pickett did this whole season. I mean, it's just atrocious. It's egregious. It's atrocious. Say all those words. They kept saying in the podcast, they kept saying egregious. And I told y'all, I ain't never seen a place where you be seeing bikes just laying out, even in the summertime. People just be leaving their bikes out. I said, we left our bike out. We wasn't gonna be there the next day. And it wasn't that crime was bad, just that you got kids and opportunities. It wasn't so much crime as it was kids. So I wanted to say that. And the game was good. Going to Cleveland, back here, it's Ohio. I'm from Ohio. These are my people. This is the vibe and the energy that I'm used to. I'm walking through. Cleveland fans just talking stuff. I can't even say they was talking shit, because they were just talking stuff, and it was good, wholesome, ribbing, from the Pittsburgh sucks to, you got your tissues? You got your tissues ready? Like, I'm walking by myself, People just start talking to you. And I started, so I was able to give it back to them. It was just good. And the music, oh my God. Music back here, obviously what I grew up with. Just playing out rock music from back in the day. And the DJ that they had on the patio was killing it. He was killing the mixes, the songs that he picked, the tempo, and the vibe. It was just in the pocket, It wasn't none of that new rap kind of bullshit music. And it wasn't like P-Funk or nothing, or Cameo, but it was just mixed. It was just right, it was just killing. Just the music and the people and the camaraderie and the way we look at football and music. And I'm walking through there, people knew P-Funk was. One lady wanted to get a picture with my back. She said, Turn around, I want to get a picture. You know, there your people on there. And I'm walking through. Here's some Cleveland Browns fan. You ain't George Clinton. You ain't George Clinton. That's the fake George Clinton. You ain't George Clinton. Because they know the music. That's where I'm from, and I keep thinking that, well, I don't think it no more. I didn't invent this, you know. This may or may not be, I may be a product of this environment. Football and music, you know. I may be a product. It may be that I was created or I evolved to have the passions that I have. Because the Pro Football Hall of Fame is 60 miles away from here, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is 60 miles away from here, two different directions. So it comes together. So when I come back here and I hear the music and the fans and the way they treat and look at the football game and how we handle it. And, you know, nobody was sitting down through the game. Just that, you know. Just, you know, I guess, you know, not so much California where it's like blah, blah, blah. You know, California got its thing too. California's still the best now. California is by far the best. Even though this weather, I'm loving this fall-like weather. Kind of brisk. I admit that. I'm loving this fall-like weather. So, and just the change, you know, of season and the air and the change in the trees and all that. But I'm not trying to be back here during winter, that's for sure. This is Midlothian Boulevard. I would flip it around, but I can't. Hopefully y'all can see something. I think I'm gonna walk down Market a little bit. I haven't made it down this way before. I took the car back to the Hertz and Boardman, then I walked back, and I had to have the car back by 11:30 because Saturday, Hertz closes at 12, so I had to get there before they close, so I had to pick it up early. Well, I guess 11:30 is probably about a good time. And then I got that car, picked it up Saturday. No, I had to pick it up Saturday, 11:30. Well, that was good. I picked it up Saturday, 11:30. It just sat there till the next day, till I drove it to the game. That wasn't so bad. But when I rented one to go from the airport to my daughter's house, that car sat the whole day untouched. And so I took it back to the rental car company here in Boardman. Did it one way, and it's not that much expensive. It's not that expensive. It's almost like I don't even think they charge me actually to drop it off in Youngstown. I don't think, because usually some of the places be having like a $50, $75 surcharge. So I drop it off, and I got like an extra hour and a half to kill before work. I don't know if y'all can see that old school masonry. Could I say masonry? Old school architecture, housing. From where when I'm walking up here, anything that looks like it was here when I was living, I try to get a picture of it. I want a picture of it. Anything that looks like it was here when I was here, you know. Back in the day, that's basically the rough guideline of what I'm trying to do. No, not what I'm trying to do, but you know. And I would flip the camera around so y'all can see in the front. And I should make that change. But I guess I can spin it around, huh? I ain't gotta have it like this. What if I do this? Let me see if I can do this. Oops, can't do it that way. It comes loose. Let me see if I can do this. Turn this like that. Turn this around. Loosen that up. Turn that around like that. I don't know what you can see. So now we're walking. I don't know what you can see, but I just got it turned around. In case you want to elect Limbian for clerk, Market Midlothian, Youngstown, Ohio people, born and raised, Jeffery Scott Mitchell. This is the place where it all happens. This is the place. Public library. Hung out in there more than once. Hung out in there a few times. Back when my father's internet wasn't what it was supposed to be. See the trees, the houses, the architecture of the houses. When I grew up, Taco Bell, that's new. I think there was something else. I'm not sure if the bowling alley was there. I think the bowling alley was down farther. In fact, there used to be two bowling alleys. There was Mar Hill and Marvindale. There was actually two bowling alleys, like in this one area. Like in this one block. That's how much bowling we did. We didn't play around. When it came to bowling, that's what we did. I should check to see if this thing is recording. But in California, they don't bowl so much. I'm thinking it's because it's not enough space. Who's gonna build a bowling alley? That just takes up too much space. You can build something that's gonna make a lot more money. You know, here, like Walmart, you don't see Walmarts everywhere. They're so big. Then you got, you know, more architecture. It looks like, you know, where you come from, where you at, and stuff. Community spot, healthcare, home healthcare. I'm just talking now. Serenity Tattoo. Blah, blah, blah. I should walk to like 1 o'clock, then turn around. Had to get me back there at 1:30. Which should be, you know, it's more than enough steps. Not more than enough. Because the way I've been eating, I need to eat more. I mean, I need to walk a lot more. The way I've been eating, and the way I've been doing what I do, probably need to step up my exercise routine to something more rigorous and vigorous than just walking. Probably need to do like some body combat. I need to do body combat. But as you can see, look at the trees and the houses and the streets. And Market Street was the big street. See, when I was growing up, Market Street was the big street. And when you're young, you know, the big street is the big street, you know. You'd be quote unquote scared to cross the street. It seems like it's where everything is happening. You know, always something going on. Hillman was the cool, scary street where all the, not thugs, but, you know, the scary street where you can get, you know, the street where things go down. The street that, when you get older, it's you out there on that street, sitting in your car. And they used to let us too, I'm telling you. You know, fresh out of high school, we're still in high school. They used to let us sit in our car, smoke what we wanted, drink what we wanted, right there on the street. You know, because the police had to know we was there. They can ride by, they seen our cars. In fact, they can see our cars, probably run the plates, find out who owns the car, know who our parents are, blah, 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 the whole thing, you know. They let us, you know, ride them down. I guess they figured as long as, you know, we wasn't doing too much, or as long as they say, all right, that's so-and-so. You know, he gonna come up here, get this 40 ounces. He gonna do this, they gonna sit in the car, listen to some music. You know, probably try to chase after some girls. But he ain't doing nothing, you know, criminal. You know, he ain't robbing nobody or selling dope or anything like that. You know, he just, you know, let him do what he do. You know, just let him do what he do. 8/28/23, my mother's birthday, August 28th. Franklin County. That's on the license plate. That's Columbus, where I went to school. See, like this building here, you can tell it's been there since 60s, 70s, if not before. You see they added onto it, you know, probably built onto it, restored it or whatever. There may even be a cornerstone or something on it to say when it was, made. But and people here don't respect pedestrians. They think they can squeeze through or squeeze by you. And it's probably they see me, oh, big old black man, he'd be all right. I get by him. He know how to stop. And I get that. I get that. If I was like a little 8-year-old boy, they'd probably give me more respect as a pedestrian. But being, looking like I'm capable, agile, to handle and take care of myself, it's probably ain't gonna go down. They ain't gonna give me the respect. They're just gonna say, you'll be all right. Yeah, did I hit you? No. You still walking, ain't you? Did I hit one of your toes or something? No. Let me be quiet. That's how it is back here. That's how we do things. No, I say we. I ain't from here no more. But I guess I'm part of it. I was bred in it to be. I don't know how to put it. What's the word? I don't know how to put it. What to put it? How I can say it. I'm just walking. I should walk this way, turn around, and walk up Southern. That's what I should do. Instead, because the rule used to be, the rule is kind of never walk the same route. So I could walk up here. It'd probably be perfect too. Probably right about the time I need to turn around. Turn around I get some oxtails from the pizza and gyro place. The place I call the nasty pizza and gyro place that I can't wait to get food from. I don't know if you can see that, but that is the, no, that's not the bank. That's not my mother's in the bank. My mother's in the bank is the other one. That's the one that was down the street. I think my mother's bank was at the one at the corner. She had Union Bank. And it was like 2 of them. That wasn't our drive-thru. We say Sunday beer. They took that, oh, there's the bus. I want to get the bus. 8 Market. Oh, I wanted to get the bus. See, there was 2 banks right there, as you can see. Literally right next to each other. I think, yeah, they gotta be it. Let's see. Yeah, they got it. Wait a minute. See that building right next to it? How you see the supermarket? You see the supermarket Latino, which is kind of a novelty here. Oh, I think that my bank, the other bank might be up the street farther. Yeah, I think that's that used to be a doctor's office or something. Well, the supermarket Latino, you see that was a bank. And then I think these were all medical, I think, like doctor's office. That building right there that I think I'm pointing at. And of course the churches, they love their churches back here. And I don't mean churches chicken. They love their churches back here, big field. See, this is Market Street. This is the main drag through Youngstown. To the south, how you get from YSU to Boardman. YSU is jumping, new. They put money into it. They got street lights. They keep their street lights on, paved, nice, trying to keep it up. And then you go to Boardman. Boardman, I said before, and I'll say it again. If Boardman had an attraction, it could be Boardman could be a vacation destination. That's how jumping I think Boardman was. They could be a vacation destination. But somebody said that they don't want that. Somebody said that they don't want to have that. They don't want to turn it into that. People ain't used to seeing something like what I'm doing. And I ain't scared to show it to them, am I? See, big old church, big beautiful brick building. I love the brick buildings. I just love the brick buildings. I love the big giant old style brick buildings that's gonna be here for thousands of years. And I think this building, used to be Dr. Dell's. I think this is where I used to go for my doctor's appointment when I was a baby, my pediatrician, blah, blah, blah. I think this was the building and they redid it a little bit. I think they redid it. You know, obviously they kind of, not restored it, but, you know, I guess restored, renovated. And see that brick buildings, I love them brick buildings. I do. I love that. Okay, my hands are getting cold. Yesterday at the game, I was like, you might want to put your gloves on. I hope this is recording something. I think it is, so I should check it. Let me check and see. Ooh, my hands. See, with the gloves on, yeah, it's still recording. Let me see if I go like this, what I can see. Yeah, it looked like it was getting something, huh? Looked like it was getting something. I could probably bring it back a little. Uh-oh, did I hit something? No, I don't do that. I'll probably hold it up a little, like that. It looked like it's recording something. The LA lottery here too. I play the numbers. Not only to say the numbers, the lottery. There's a difference between playing the numbers and the lottery. I guess, yeah, school's still in, I guess. Come to think about it, I'm the only one who ain't worked well. I ain't in school, for whatever that means. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something, I forgot. See the old style architecture? But now here's the bank. That's the bank my mother and them used to go to. That's the bank my mother and them used to go to. That clock is wrong, but it's almost right. I think that clock is a half hour fast. It says about it can't be 1:20. I ain't even been walking that long. Oh, look at they tearing it down. See? They tearing the bank, they tearing it down. Union Bank, oh, another one bites the dust. They tearing it down. I guess you can see that. And here, little cool spot. Pick up some stuff if you end up picking up stuff. And here's the nasty pizza and gyro place. I don't know what time it is, but I could probably keep walking. I need to put my gloves on. When I put my gloves, it got cold. It wasn't cold there for a second. And all of a sudden it's cold. You go to Treasure Island. I remember Treasure Island. Treasure Island used to have toys and stuff. And we wanted one of the more cooler shopping places we would have to go with my father on Saturday morning to pick up stuff. My mother never went to Treasure Island. I don't think my mother ever went to Treasure Island or Consolidated. I gotta ask about that. I don't think my mother went to Treasure Island or Consolidated. My father used to live there. There's the grill, you can see that's been there for a while. I don't know if it's still open. And there's the pizza and gyro place. Gyro place, ooh, they got their own food truck. Go ahead, y'all. I think we're gonna keep walking up a little bit. I wanna cross over the street. I don't know, I guess it may be better to shoot that side of the street from here. There's more stuff on that side of the street. Oh, I want to walk down there too and see what all that structure is down there. It look like old style manufacturing or shipping stuff. See that big metal thing? I want to go down there and see what it was and stuff. And so you can see some of that stuff in here. You can see some of the buildings, obviously. Deja Vu Club, you can see that Deja Vu Club, you can tell that's been renovated, if that's the right word. And this used to be Treasure Island, and they made it into some kind of government building. You can tell they blocked all the windows out, and made it official looking. That used to be the Uptown Theater. The building with the facade completely taken off. Used to be a marquee there. Doors open. God, you can't walk across the street. There ain't no, I'm gonna do it. Look at that phone, 783. Phone 783. Our phone number was 783. And that's this is the Uptown Theater. It used to be a marquee, you know, and a thing in the middle for the ticket admission once you get in. And now, I guess somebody said they're gonna try to renovate it or something. I don't know. Well, they got it all blocked up. You can see in there. They got it all taken out. Can't see in there. Used to be my corner right here. Oh wow. Used to be a Rite Aid there. It's gone. Used to be a Rite Aid. And then you can see how new it is. It just left. It was there last time I was here, I believe. See, Rite Aid. You can see that building. It's still new. They left. Oh. See, this is the South Side. This is where I grew up. And to be honest with you, St. George and the Dragon was the place we used to come. It was a head shop. When I finally got old enough to know what a head shop was and what you get there and all that, that was the one. And this was walking distance from my house where I grew up. And right there, see at this corner, used to be G.C. Murphy. No, G.C. Murphy was over there in that empty lot. G.C. Murphy's here. Western Auto used to be in this building. Stanbaugh Thompson's used to be over there. Stanbaugh Thompson's Junior Achievement used to be right there. I forget what used to be right there. I forget what used to be right there. But I remember G.C. Murphy was there. Stanbaugh Thompson was over there. Western Auto used to be here. And there used to be something else right here too. There used to be something else there next to Western Auto that wasn't as exciting to me as Western Auto. I forget what it was. And that's the hill. This is Indianola. That's going down the hill to Cardinal Mooney, where I went to high school. So it used to be, this whole empty lot used to be filled with stores and stuff. And as you can see stuff is gone. And Junior Achievement used to be in that empty building right there. And Stanbaugh Thompson used to be there. There used to be some other stuff in there where Renner Center was. But, and also, since I was here, there used to be a green house building right there. Like a building or a house, they tore that down. I used to always get pictures of it because it was nostalgic looking. They tore that down. Now I'm walking just to be walking. I need to turn around. But I can't. I should turn around. But once I go, here's the plate, the empty, whatever this is called, park or whatever that me and granddaughter stopped at one time. I let her run around, stretch her legs from being in the stroller. It's a gas station. Used to be Kroger down that hill, down where that Bestway gas station is still open. Used to be I believe a Earl Shive over here. That B.F. Goodrich has been there for a long time. Used to be a Kroger and a Super X down there. Kroger Market used to be our market. That was before they built Sparkle down on Glenwood. I believe, at least I didn't know Sparkle was down there. I think they built Sparkle later. They used to have a Burger Queen down there on Glenwood and Dewey. And Kroger, we go to Super X where my father used to get his photos taken care of, get his photos developed. Let me see what time it is. 12:59, yep, it's about that time I can turn around now. I mean, I can always turn around, but, you know, it's the time I figure I get back at 1:30, get back a little early. You know, just get back a little early. Make sure I got the key. Guess I gotta tell my daughter. Yeah, make sure I got the key. Yep, Youngstown, Ohio, love the place. Love the place. Love being from here. I love being from Youngstown, Ohio. I love having that Youngstown in me. I think, well, I know that I can't say that everybody loves their hometown, because I know that's not true. Because there's obviously, as I got older, I realized the diversity in human understanding and human experience. I think there used to be a bottling company. It used to be Pepsi or something. That brick building right there that I think I'm pointing at. It's like the windows. I think there used to be like a bottling company or some kind of, thingy. And that's Route 62. We said it's on Route 62. Route 62. Route 62. That's Route 62. It's in Enola. Oh, I could have made it. Church. I think my ex-wife's family got a beauty shop up there someplace. And they got different areas of hanging out. Cardinal Mooney's down there. Market Street facing north. Place is changing. That's an understatement. Everybody wearing brown color. That's the second time I see somebody wearing brown color. Oh, you ran the light, buddy. They do that a lot here too. They run lights here a lot. They run light. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I miss the light? No. Damn, he just ran it. It probably wasn't even changing. He just ran it. Damn. I'm like, did I miss it? Did I miss my green to change? To watch things? You see a lot of not Christian schools, but I don't know what they call them. I think there's a word for it. I just don't want to apply that word because number one, I can't remember it. And number two, I don't think it's necessarily what that is. But they have a lot of private charter schools. Maybe charter is the word I could probably use. I was going to say Masurio. What's the word? Masurio? Whatever. I was going to try to use that word. But they have a lot of private charter schools or whatever, to help the kids out. That Church Island became the Youngstown County Southside Annex, whatever that means. It sounds, like something. And I guess back in the day, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but back in the day, when Youngstown used to be really bad, before a lot of the people died out and moved away, and things were like in the initial downfall, where it got really bad, where the opportunities were limited, and you still had a lot of healthy, virile young men here with nothing to do, and it was like quote unquote really bad, if I could say that or use that. They started building all these like things like to help out the county and the city, to give the kids something to do, or to help people out off of the man, look at all them selfie rings. You got lighting in there. I ain't seen so many selfie rings. Wow, you see all them selfie rings? That's the pawn shop. Now, I didn't know selfie rings was that expensive. That they can make the pawn shop. Live and learn. Anyhow, we walked this way before. I think I'm running out of stuff to say. But I guess I can just let you enjoy Youngstown. Enjoy the sights and sounds of Youngstown, Ohio. You can see this is an old building. I haven't been there since, furniture place. Looks like it's open and working. If this is open, I don't know how these places stay open. I don't know. I don't get it. Mattress place. I guess somebody needs to buy this stuff. As far as the way I'm thinking, there ain't that many people left over here. That's what I'm thinking. See, that's a building. You can tell it's been here for years. I love the writing. See the old school, not marquee, what's that called? Old school store thingy. And then you got this. And then you got here's what they doing. My mother's, our Union Bank. We used to drive in there when I was little. Every now and then we go inside. Wow. Look like they tearing it up. I gotta be nosy. Look like they put a new door in there though, look. Oh, they might be doing something here. Stop, look at that. That's new. It looks like they tore this stuff up. Look at that. I remember the teller, it almost looks the same. But the window is definitely the same. That's new, so somebody might be trying to do something here. Somebody might be trying to do something here, you never know. This is it. This is the, they got it all blocked up so you can't see inside. I guess they don't want you to see inside. Well, I guess I understand that. You might see somebody there to go in there and steal. Here's IPPV.com. I always say, I wonder what it is. I always say, I wonder what it is. And I always Google it. And they go, oh. It's like I forget what it is. And I end up Googling it. Because to get IPPV.com, that's a, that's a hard URL to get. They must have had it a long time. Or somebody did it. Freedom Hall. Call for rentals and events. Members only to the Freedom Hall. So you never know. Don't judge until you see inside. Nostalgic building, like the cornice on it. 2936. We're coming to the church that I passed along the way. See that house down there? Windows broken out. A lot of abandoned. Look like there's a chair. That must do something in there. Look like a doorman. See, it look like that. I don't know if you can see way down there, that house, huge brick house. Windows broken out, probably abandoned. New Beginnings Church. Market Street. That's what I do. This is where I'm from. 1946. Always a little bit of action. See, people, you probably get bored, around here. And that bored and anxiety, I know when granddaughter get bored, she turned into a terrorist. She want to do something. It's like, if we can't build nothing, we gonna tear something down. He said, if something was gonna happen, I'm gonna make something happen. So, I think that's Hudson. I think that's Hudson Street right there. Is that close? I think that's Hudson. Is it? Let me see, Market. That's close to be Hudson, I think. No, Yeoman is before that. Oak Hill is even before that, what I'm thinking. But Oak Hill would be even before that. I'm thinking Hudson. You can see the architecture, boarded up buildings. Huge. See how big that place is? Huge. I meant to get a better picture of the house they get ready to tear down. My father used to live in. They got the machine out there getting ready to tear it down. Should have been tearing it down a long time ago, but they might even be tearing down his house pretty soon. Maybe they should, actually. But I think people got a hold of it, sold it a couple times. I got my X amount of dollars out of it. So, I'm good. feel like I got more than a fair price. Then I turn around and see they sold it for double what I paid for it. I don't know how that worked or what was going on, but that's what happened. It looked like that's what happened. And I think the real estate got it set for value at that double price. And I think they got a lot of people buying these properties without seeing them. And that's how they're getting away with it. Just trust me. I don't think that place is worth that. And you might say, well, you don't know what they put into it. I know what it needed to be put into it, and I know they didn't put that into it. But anyway, my name is Jeffery. Fingerprint work. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Swing on y'all 2 times. For me, for the phone. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in this or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all, a theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery. I just wanted to get see this old style. What we call that, a marquee? Would you call it a marquee? What would you call it? I don't know. Hubble telescope. Is that Hubble? They don't say, I don't see Hubble's name. They just talk about the formation of NASA. And I guess Hubble was the latest big thing out. Okay. Swinging on y'all. And we out.